Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the channel. This is Red Prep and we're building up to Manchester United visit to Newcastle United in the Premier League. United and Newcastle are separated by one position and 1 point. United are in sixth while Newcastle United are sitting in the seventh position. Both the teams drew their matches in the Champions League in midweek in completely opposite circumstances. Newcastle were ravaged with injuries and were unlucky and unfortunate to concede last minute penalty, which never was, against PSG, while Manchester United gave away 2 goal lead twice against Galatasaray in Istanbul. While both the teams are on the brink of European exit, both have done fairly well recently in the Premier League. Newcastle United have collected 18 out of 21 points at St James's Park, only losing to 10-man Liverpool, while Manchester United are also on a run of 4 consecutive away victories in the Premier League. Coming to head-to-head, Newcastle have won the last 2 matches. Also, this season they dominated and humiliated United at Old Trafford 3-0 in the Carabao Cup. In the last fixture in the Premier League, played at St James's Park, United were thoroughly outplayed and were relegated to a 2-0 loss. Even though on the paper the two teams are well matched, there has been a world of difference in terms of performances. Just looking at the goal difference, United are 0 with 16 goals scored and 16 conceded, while Newcastle United have a positive goal difference of 17. So even though United are matching Newcastle United in terms of victories and collecting points, they haven't been convincing and they haven't been putting teams away. The only match that they have won convincingly was the last fixture in the Premier League, 3-0 away victory at Everton. The statistics for Newcastle United, as we have already discussed, they are topping the charts in terms of home points. They're only bettered by Aston Villa and Manchester United, who have won all the 6 fixtures, while Newcastle have lost 1 match against Liverpool with a late double from Darwin Nunez. We know that they like to play with intensity and with long balls and trying to press the opposition and make them or force them into committing mistakes and latching on to those. Obviously, they're missing a host of players. The infirmary is overflowing with first team players. But no matter what 11 they put on the pitch, they always give a consistent output in terms of effort and intensity. And United will have to compete in those parameters, as well as trying to silence the pandemonium that is St James's Park. Players to watch out. Obviously, they're missing Callum Wilson, who is their joint top scorer. But Isaac is back fit and he got a goal against PSG in midweek. He looks sharp and he seems to have gotten his fitness back. He's always a threat and he's already scored against United. So he'll be champing at the bits to strike more damage to Manchester United. Apart from him, Almiron and Gordon are rapid in terms of both their pace and their speed of thought, and they'll be a threat on the wings. Apart from those, the fullbacks are also attacking, especially Kieran Trippier, who is always handy in terms of set pieces and delivery into the box. Obviously, they have a combative midfield, and the duo of Guimaraes and Joe Linton are back fit. They are complemented with a youngster, 17-year-old Luis Miley, who has played the last few matches and done exceptionally well. He was exceptional even in midweek in his European debut. So he's a good prospect to look at, and certainly with those three, they might have an upper hand in the midfield battle. In defense, Fabian Schär is fit and has been consistent throughout the season. Lascelles has come in and found his mojo back. Obviously, Trippier starts, and they've been playing Livramento in the left back position because Target as well as Hall are injured. And he has done exceptionally well. He did well against Garnacho when we played against them in the Carabao Cup. So we know he has plenty of pace to burn. And no matter who plays against him, be it Rashford or Anthony, they'll have a challenge to try to outdo and outsmart him. Their star man is the keeper, Pope, who has been astounding in terms of both his leadership qualities as well as his command of his penalty area. He's a great shot stopper. Obviously, his distribution is not the strongest. So United can exploit that if we are able to press well. And if Hoyland starts, it'll be a battle to watch out, certainly. Having discussed that, let's move to the tactical board and try to break down both the teams and the expected lineup. Looking at Manchester United, they'll play with 4-2-3-1. That's prescribed formation for Ten Hag. I'd want Varane to come in. Lindelof is so shaky. But if Varane comes in, Maguire has to be shifted to the left hand side because Varane is not comfortable there. So we might see that. Or Shaw can come on in the left centre back position and Reguilon can start. Or even Dalo if Van Bissaka retains his position, which I don't think he will. Uh, in midfield, obviously McTominay deserves to be dropped, but I don't see that happening. I think Menu and Amrabat should start, and McTominay should be relegated to the bench. And Fernandes and Menu can provide that kind of mobility in midfield, while Amrabat can provide the screen in front of the centre backs. Garnacho will retain his position. I presume Rashford will come straight back, even though Anthony had a decent start. I think away at Newcastle United, United will want to counter attack, and Rashford is their fastest player, and I think he'll be back in the starting lineup. Hoyland might start, but I'd pick Martial just for the fact that he's good at keeping possession. But since Hoyland has already played in midweek, he seemed to be fit. He seemed fit enough, so I presume that he'll start. If Martial starts, then I think we'll just have that bit more in terms of control, and even on the counter attack, we might be more clinical. So that will be my team. For Newcastle United, they play with 4-3-3. The three in midfield, Guimaraes, Joe Linton, and Miley are strong, physical, good on the ball, good at circulating the ball and keeping tempo. Almiron and Gordon will bomb forward. They usually like to make these inside runs, and the fullbacks are the one overlapping, be it Livramento or Trippier. Against PSG, Livramento actually came in a lot and Gordon stayed wide because Livramento is mostly right-footed, and it was his movement and dribble into the box that led to the centre back being preoccupied. And Almiron had a shot on goal, which Isaac was Johnny on the spot to tap in. So that is the expected lineup. I expect the lineup to be the same because they are down to the bones literally. They don't have many reserve players or fit enough to come into the starting lineup. Same team that started against PSG to continue in this match as well. And they have a good mix of experience and youthful exuberance. So I'd expect to attack United, be really intense and physical in pressing, especially looking at the likes of Shaw, Maguire, and Dalo who lack pace. And if Varane doesn't come in and Wan Bissaka doesn't come in, it could be a long day for Manchester United. They have already embarrassed Manchester United once this season when they played their B team essentially, and they'll be hoping with the support of the roaring 50 or 1,000 in their own stadium, they can repeat the feat or even try to outdo themselves. For Manchester United, every game is a must win, both in the Champions League and in the Premier League. And even though they have gotten few results recently in the Premier League, the performances have papered over the cracks. They lack any kind of consistent structure and style of play and have been exposed both in Europe and in the Premier League. Make no bones about this. This match is more than just 3 points. There is a storm brewing at the very top of the Premier League. Both Aston Villa, Newcastle United, and Brighton are vying dislodge one of the big four or big five clubs, and Manchester United are in the crosshairs. And with the never-ending takeover saga, United are in the doldrums, both on the pitch as well as off of it. And a crushing defeat in this fixture might spell the doom both for Manchester United prospect of appearing in the Champions League next season, as well as Ten Hag's career prospects at Old Trafford. More than being flamboyant in attacking plays, this match is all about attrition and applying yourself. It's more about guts than glory, and Manchester United will have to compete with the intensity and aggression of the Newcastle United side. Inshallah, United can do that. They must be smarting with their disappointing draw in Istanbul, and they are facing an early exit from the Champions League, having already been dumped out of the Carabao Cup as the defending champion by Newcastle United. United have to show the fans that they care, and they have to try to take vengeance for the humiliation at Old Trafford. Inshallah, we'll bring you all the analysis from the match in the red section episode. Inshallah, it's a victory. So until we meet again, thanks for watching. Please like and share. Take care. Do good. Assalamu alaikum.